Metallica releases video footage of Grammy dress rehearsal with Lady Gaga. Metallica has uploaded video footage of the band's dress rehearsal with pop superstar Lady Gaga for their performance at this year's Grammy Awards. Metallica said, "Perhaps you've heard by now that we experienced a slight bit of a technical difficulty when we hit the stage at the Grammy Awards with Lady Gaga a little over 2 weeks ago. Would that qualify as an understatement? For those of you who missed it, we've posted the live broadcast version. We've had so many of you ask and wonder what if, so we thought it might be fun to also share with you what happened just a few hours earlier that day at the dress rehearsal with all cylinders firing just right. Collaborating, hanging and performing with Gaga was easily one of the most exciting, inspiring and enjoyable experiences of our career. She brings it every single time. All we have to say is that we absolutely cannot wait until next time." Metallica drummer Lars Ulrich said that he knew right from the start that the band's collaboration with Lady Gaga at the Grammy Awards would be a huge success. He told the AV Club, "Listen, I knew this was going to work. I mean, Gaga is a metal chick at heart. There was no way this was not going to work. It was totally in her DNA. It was totally in her wheelhouse. This was not going to work. The only question was at what level it was going to work." He continued, "We did one run through. The way her and James's, Hetfield, Metallica frontman, voices worked, it gelled so well together we all kind of stood there like, huh? It was really fucking next level. I think we rehearsed it twice, maybe 3 times on Friday night. And it was just dialed. There was no sort of, oh, my god, what are we doing here? This was as natural and organic as you could imagine this type of stuff being. This was a home run from the get-go." Ulrich also elaborated on his previous prediction that Metallica's collaboration with Gaga at the Grammy Awards would end up being just the beginning for the unlikely combo. "As you spend 72 hours with somebody, and there's this connection and this intimacy, part of it is that maybe you don't want it to end," Ulrich explained. "When these moments work, you always leave them open to reconnection. So obviously, we're not sitting in a recording studio today writing songs for a record or anything. I think that our weekend together was so seamless and so authentic and such a natural fit that the idea of revisiting this at some point down the road. As we were walking off one of the sound gigs, she said to me, 'We gotta do something again together. This is just too good to leave.' And I said, 'I agree with you. It's just too real.'" The drummer added, "Obviously, we haven't sat around and talked about this yet. But if there was ever an opportunity to revisit something like this is about as pure as it could get. So we'll see." Ulrich previously told Rolling Stone about the technical problems that left Hetfield without a mic for the bulk of the song. "There was a slight technical snafu, but that's not really something you can do much about. You just learn to live with that side of it. It happened to Adele last year. I guess this year it was our turn." The performance on this year's Grammy Awards show was marred by the incident, which was reportedly caused by a stagehand accidentally unplugging Hetfield's mic. That forced the frontman to share Gaga's mic for almost the rest of the song. Visibly, Hetfield knocked down his mic stand at the end of the performance and threw his guitar off stage. Metallica and Gaga may not be able to get together for an encore anytime soon, as both are heading out on world tours. Metallica announced last month the details of the North American leg of its Worldwide 2017 tour in support of the band's new album, Hardwired to Self-Destruct. The trek kicks off on May 10 in Baltimore, Maryland and will hit stadiums in 25 cities before winding down in mid-August. Support will come mainly from Avenged Sevenfold and Volbeat, with Gojira taking over for the latter group for the last 6 shows. As you may recall, Metallica and Lady Gaga's performance of Moth into Flame at this year's Grammy Awards was marred by a non-working microphone, making James Hetfield's vocals inaudible for the beginning of the song. Lady Gaga and Metallica have now shared footage of their dress rehearsal, showing the performance as it was intended to go down. On Metallica's Vivo page, the video is titled How It Should Have Sounded. Watch it below. After the Grammys, Metallica drummer Lars Ulrich spoke about the incident on The Late Late Show with James Corden, saying he hadn't seen Hetfield that angry in 20 years. Moth into Flame appears on Metallica's latest album, Hardwired to Self-Destruct. Read more about Gaga's performance with Metallica in the month in Metal on the Pitch.